This week on commandN, the Lily Allen video game, Build Your Own YouTube, and the new and improved Safari. Welcome to episode 169 of commandN. I'm Amber.
I'm Will Pate.
And Will, the weather is warming up. It feels like possibly spring is around the corner.
I'm keeping both fingers crossed.
I know. Underneath my mittens, I have both fingers crossed as well. We have a great show for you today, including a segment from Jeff in Halifax, as well as a viewer web pick. So let's get started with the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our friends at GoDaddy.com, and we have another new promo for you this week. Now you can secure your data and website transactions with high-end encryption. All you have to do if you want to take advantage of this is use the promo code commandSSL at checkout. Again, that's commandSSL, and you can take advantage of GoDaddy's low price of just $12.99. For our first headline this week, an article on readwriteweb.com is talking about a study that was released that says more and more people are buying mobile applications. Now in this study, it says that 15% of the people who were surveyed spend at least $100 a year on mobile applications. Now ReadWriteWeb did say that this study is sampling a very small group of people, I think just over 200 people, so it's not necessarily that accurate. I know for myself, I've been buying a lot of mobile applications for the iPhone. One of my favorites so far is called White Noise.
Yep. There's an app for just about anything, only on the iPhone.
Now, speaking of mobile applications, there is some Twitter news.
Yeah, well, some Canadian Twitter news. Twitter is finally back on SMS in Canada if you're on Bell, but the catch is that they're charging 15 cents per SMS message, incoming or outgoing, and that's even if you've already paid for an unlimited SMS package. So yet more fantastic news about how SMS is in Canada.
Will sounds so sad about this story. I don't blame you.
I'm just baffled. Like, how did they come up with this?
I did a little calculation. If I've sent, I think, approximately 100 SMS messages to Twitter or received 100 SMS messages a day from Twitter, it means that your bill could be up to $1,000 just for simple little 140-character SMS messages. It's kind of ridiculous.
Rogers, this is your chance. Impress us.
That's good. Hopefully that will happen. Now, in other news, if you're a fan of Lily Allen, she is a great artist. There's a new online game that's come out to support her latest single and her latest album. Now, this is kind of neat. You go and play it. It's kind of like Super Mario Brothers, and more than 2 million people have already played this game, which is an amazing way to really get the word out about new music that's out there. So I think it's kind of an innovative marketing example.
Clever.
It's very, very clever.
As originally reported on TechCrunch, Y Combinator, which is an incubator, recently helped a startup launch called Fleego, and what they do is they help you actually launch your own YouTube. So if you've got an idea for a niche YouTube, now there's a tool that will let you do it.
Well, there's just not enough time in the day.
No.
Now, speaking of not enough time, if you're out there shooting videos and you want to put them up on YouTube, chances are you may or may not have a flip video camera, which is one of the most handy, I think, portable digital cameras out there. Now, what you can do with this camera, Steve in the UK sent me a message to let me know, is you can actually customize your own flip video camera. So you can upload a photo, and that photo can be printed on the camera. You can do this for the regular version or the HD version. Now, if you want to do it for the HD version, it costs $230 US. Now, this is only available right now for Americans, but we hope that it will spread throughout the world so that you can customize a camera, and I think it's also a very cool gift for someone.
Cool, yeah, I love my flip. I take videos of Beta with it.
Oh, Beta. We need Beta back.
He'll come back. Once the weather is good and he doesn't have to get snow on his paws, he'll be back.
All right. Now, Will, you have a story about, I think about a small computer, maybe?
Yeah, well, there's a company that actually just launched a it's like basically a computer that you can plug into the wall, and it runs Linux, and you can run different distros of Linux. So this is kind of one of those big breakthroughs that will allow stuff like when you hear people talking about smart energy grids and things like that at home. Now you've got a computer you can literally just plug into your wall socket, and you can plug it into Ethernet to network it with other devices. Totally cool. I hope it takes off.
And is it expensive?
That's not too bad.
Not too bad? All right, that sounds good. Now, Jeff has a segment from Halifax where he's going to show us the brand new Safari.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and on this week's Hot Stuff segment, I'm going to talk about what's new in the just released Safari 4 web browser for Mac and Windows. The most significant changes, in my mind, are all about browsing through bookmarks and your history and whatnot using images instead of text URLs. Indeed, I think this feature will probably spread across most major browsers in the near future. So let's take a look. First up, and not unexpectedly, Apple has added the cover flow view to navigate your bookmarks and history. Furthermore, the images displayed are actually full-page previews of the site at the time you last visited it, making visual recognition that much more likely. You can also do searches using the cover flow view, and note that Safari keeps not just an image of the page, but also a copy of all the text on the page to search through. Next, we have the new Top Sites feature, which is a preview page with a grid of images representing your favorite websites, tracked and ranked automatically by Safari. You just click on an image and the site is loaded. But you're not stuck with just the automatic sites that Safari puts in there. By clicking the Edit button, you can delete pages, move them, pin them into position, and the sites that have changed since your last view are marked with a star in the upper corner, so you know that there's new content to catch up on. Finally, Top Sites is easily accessed through a grid icon in your bookmarks bar. In terms of looks, the tab bar has now moved above the toolbar, which takes a little getting used to, but it probably makes more efficient use of the real estate in your title bar. The other major visual change is that Safari on Windows now has either the Vista or XP look and feel depending on your OS. For both Mac and Windows versions, Safari 4 offers further speed increases, which keeps Safari at the top of the list for fast browsers, even beating out Google's Chrome, which is considered a bit of a speed demon itself. And if you're a developer, you're going to love a fantastic new set of development tools included with Safari 4 as well. There's also finally phishing and malware protection, full page zoom, and lots of other little features. All in all, some really great improvements. I love the visual site depictions, and it's great to be able to search through the text from your pages you've previously viewed instead of just the titles. It's still in beta, but it's been working fine for me, so give it a try. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
So now it's time for our fan-filled web picks of the week. What do you have this week, Amber?
This week, our web pick is from a commandN fan. His name is Addis, and he's from California, and he sent us a link to the museum site. This is a very, very cool site. What you can do is you can go there and you can browse the front page of newspapers from all over the world. So there are literally hundreds and hundreds of front pages. You can also see some of the most popular front pages, so it's kind of fun to dive into what are making headlines in other parts of the world.
Neato.
It's lots of fun. Now, Will, what about you? I know it starts with a W.
My web pick this week is Wakupa, which sounds kind of like Koopa Troopa, and it's a site that lets you track the apps that you use, both online and desktop, and recommends apps you might like, and gives you all kinds of neat stuff, like you can look at how much time you spent on stuff, and it's pretty cool.
You know what? Leo uses this all the time. It is definitely a fun little app.
Nice.
Now remember, if you have a web pick, all you have to do is add a link to commandN.tv in the comments area. But even better, we would love it if you did your own YouTube video and you put a link up there, and we'll make sure to feature it in an upcoming episode of commandN.
Oh yeah.
All right, thanks for watching and have a great week. There was really no more to say.
Life's about film stars and life's about mothers. It's all about fast cars and cussing each other. But it doesn't matter, 'cause I'm packing